Luck to everyone taking part. And if you know somebody who's running and want to wish them luck, do get in touch on WhatsApp 0330 123 1.
Time now to welcome our first guest tonight. It's singer Alexandra Burke and comedian Paul Merton. Alexandra, you were watching that marathon film with keen eyes.
Oh my gosh,
You're running it with your brother David and your fiancé Darren.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Oh gosh, if I'm honest with you, we talk about it and I just get butterflies. I'm so nervous, but I'm excited because it's a privilege to be able to run the marathon, and I just can't wait to do it. I'm doing it for Diabetes UK and for the Melissa Bell Foundation in honour of my mum, and I think my mum would be really proud of us. I really think she would be, and it's been hard, but it's going to be beautiful. The London crowd is going to get us all through it. All through it.
Oh, I'm in awe of you. I could never do it. I think it's amazing.
You could do it.
No.
Promise you.
Yes,
I
you could do it.
promise you
And
could.
it would be great for the show if you did it, Al. It would be great.
Anyway, moving on. Paul, would you do it now?
In a car, yes.
I'll get in the back.
Yeah.
And now you know all about working closely with family because you and Suki are on tour, an improv tour all across the UK.
That's right, starting in October,
Yeah. Now, when it comes to rehearsals, well, are there any?
Not with improvisation, no, because you don't know what you're going to be doing until you actually do it. But I suppose the preparation is the years of doing it, you know. So you sort of you just ask the audience for a suggestion. Can I have a location? They might say a butcher's shop or something, or Southend Pier, and off you go. And you just start putting it together and you make things up. So you can't really rehearse or plan that, but you just, through the years of doing it, you just trust that you're going to say something funny, unlike this last 30 seconds. So I saved it at the end. I saved it
right at the end there. It was great. But look, one of the bonuses to this as well is that I guess you don't need to have that conversation at the end of the day where you ask how each other's day has been.
Well, that's good. That is a really good point because it is good. It's sort of, you know, if one of us was going out doing the tour, particularly with an improv show, you know, if somebody says, how did it go? You say, well, there was a very funny bit where the horse played the violin, and they just look at you because they don't know what you're talking about. So, you know, you have to really be there to get it. So it's great that we both do it together, and we travel around in a big sort of like a double-decker coach. We've got an onboard loo, kitchen, bunk beds, living room area. So it's like a rock and roll bus, you know, without the rock and roll lifestyle. Yeah. And we have a great time.
Nice. Well, your other on-screen partner, of course, is Ian Hislop.
Is he?
Have I got news for you? Yeah.
He's my on-screen partner.
He has 35 years.
Yeah, it's longer than most marriages, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, you're hilarious.
And this week you've had the amazing Angela Rippon hosting.
Absolutely.
Tell us all now then.
No, she was great. I mean, she said afterwards that she was terrified, but it didn't show at all. She was very calm. She read as you would expect, read the order cue really well. Really played the jokes well, performed the jokes well, because that was the one bit we didn't really, you know, she doesn't really do comedy much. Really played the jokes well, performed the jokes well, because that was the one bit we didn't really, you know, she doesn't really do comedy much. But she was so used to years of broadcasting, used to live TV, so she was very calm, very measured, very funny, and it worked really well. It was a good debut.
Yeah.
You've had some brilliant hosts over the years, but there was one host in particular that was a favourite of yours.
Yes.
Even came to your wedding.
Yes, Bruce Forsyth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, he was absolutely an incredible man. And I mean, I'm of an age where I can remember him hosting the London Palladium, Sunday night at the London Palladium on TV and stuff. Yeah. And he was the most extraordinary character. And he phoned me up because he had the idea that he wanted to host it. This was at a time when we were having different hosts, as we still do now. And he wasn't sure how the producers would react to the idea of Bruce doing it because it was a bit out of left field as an idea. But he phoned me up and I said, oh, that's a good idea. And I mentioned it to the producers and he was very grateful. And I got him on the show. And that's what led to him doing Strictly. He revived his TV career because it's one of those things. Sometimes you can disappear for a while, and you come back, and people say, "Oh, you know, he's really good." And so he got Strictly off the back of doing Have I.
And so how did he end up at the wedding? Was it just close
well, I
friendship,
don't know. He didn't invite him. He just turned up.
There he is.
No, there's a picture there. There's Suki there, and there's me just behind. He was. Well, we invited him.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't dance at all. I've been asked to do Strictly several occasions, but I'm just not a dancer at all. I'm just one of those people who can't dance. And so we practiced the waltz, which is one of the easier ones, and I wasn't particularly good at it. And Bruce at one point said, "Excuse me, I'll just come in here," and he started sort of like dipping Suki and whirling her around, and it was wonderful. You know.
Wow.
It was great. It
What
was
a
sort of like
gentleman.
he was a great man, a wonderful man.
Yeah. And have I got news for you as as we said, has
Yes.
been going 35 years.
Yes, isn't it, with my on-screen partner Ian?
On-screen partner Ian.
So I should have taken the bitterness out of my voice. Didn't mean to sound like that.
Filled with something there, yeah.
There was something there at the back of my throat.
But are we right to say, Paul, that
Yes.
when you did a pilot
Yes.
back in 1990, you thought this is hopeless?
Oh, it wasn't very good. It was on a very hot June afternoon. It was a Sunday afternoon in a very tiny studio in Wandsworth, TV studio. Nobody in the audience knew what the show was. We there doing it didn't know what the show was, what it would be like, and it was pretty grim. But I think the BBC had already committed to a series, so it was.
Thank goodness.
On the basis of the pilot, which has never been seen. I mean, it wouldn't be worth looking at, to be honest. It wasn't very good, but yeah, but it got better. A producer called Harry Thompson was brought on board, and he came up with a number of games and rounds, which we still do, like the odd one out round, the missing words round, and things like that. And so it sort of developed from there. But initially, it was just a bit of a mess, which nobody knew what it was.
But look
Which
at
is
you
often
now.
the case with new shows. You don't know what it is until you
Yeah.
start to do it, you know.
No.
Yeah, but now, look at the success it's had. It is
Yes.
quite incredible.
It
Exactly.
is, yeah. 35 years with my
100%.
on-screen partner Ian.
Yeah.
I still can't get the bitterness out of my voice.
You're killing me.
You can see that on-screen partnership very soon. Have I got news for you? Continues tonight at 9 o'clock on BBC One and iPlayer, and tickets for Paul and Suki's improv show are on sale now.
Magic of live theatre.
Well, we went to see Paul and Suki in Panto in Richmond. And you did that a
yes.
few times.
Yes, yes.
I bet that was hilarious.
It
Well, the
was,
great
it was
thing
very
about
good.
pantomime is you've got the licence to improvise a little
This
bit.
is it. You could break the fourth wall.
As long as you cue the actor the line, you can sort of say what you like beforehand.
Oh, I had this. Don't worry, I've had this before
Have
as
you?
well. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
The thing is, you've got this in the bag, Alexandra,
I
because
hope so.
you're speaking as well to previous Morticia, Michelle
Oh my God.
Visage.
The
to get on.
Queen, absolutely.
She passed on some advice, right?
Yes, I've just been speaking to her actually on the phone, and we hopefully will meet up, or if not a FaceTime if she's not in the country, but she is going to give me all of the help that I desperately need. Big shoes to fill, right? Big shoes to
Yeah.
fill.
Yeah, but hang on, you've just trained for a marathon with two tiny children.
Yeah.
This walk-in park.
Oh, I hope so. Well,
Yeah.
Listen, the marathon, oh gosh, I can't even explain how hard it's been. Hopefully come Sunday, I just want to take it all in.
That's what
Exactly.
we
You could be
were saying,
rehearsing
you
the songs
go
for the musical.
round.
I can be, yes, whilst I'm running a marathon, yeah.
I'm more intrigued because
Me.
am I right in thinking this is your first time touring since having children?
It's a lot to take on with kids. And
Yeah.
now that they are older, I'm like, actually, it's a short stint. I think I can do this. I think I can feel strong enough to take them again on the road.
In Birmingham in July, and tickets are on sale now.
Good evening and welcome to Have I Got News for You? I'm Angela Rippon. Now, in the news this week, Jeff Bezos siphoning money from other projects. New flying delivery vehicles. Previous day's guest speaker. And in Cheltenham, Frankie Dettori is forced to improvise. Ian's team tonight is a comedian who recently said that she sees... Will you please welcome the guest on tonight's winning team, Jo Brand. Tonight is a best-selling author and presenter who recorded 1,300 episodes of the game show Pointless, giving away total prize money of almost £300. Will you please welcome Richard Osman. Firing off a zinger at Prime Minister's question time on Wednesday.
This is a question about moral courage, Mr. Speaker, about doing the right thing even when it is difficult. And the truth is, he doesn't have the balls.
Weren't people commenting on the fact that that's all she went on about?
A report on the economy has just come through from number 11 Downing Street. The Chancellor's statement reads as follows. There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, it's time for round two, the high. 10 teams.